This is a very big problem and you need to fix it.
I'm Marley, and I was wondering if you remembered when you were running for Prime Minister, you said in around 5 years that all First Nations would have safe drinking water. So far you haven't done much, so maybe you could try a bit harder because you only have 4 years left. Get to it.
Dear Justin Trudeau, in the Youth Take Charge Club, we are learning about the brown bathwater and your promise for a change. You have 4 years to live up to your promise, and so far, in the year you have been Prime Minister, the whole year, and you've done nothing. We, the Youth Take Charge, are making a protest that you live up to.
Thank you. I'm writing you to remind you about the promise you made when you were elected about making sure all First Nations have safe drinking water. We are made of 60% water, and I think that all Canadians should have clean water. I don't think it's fair that they have to buy bottled water. 144 drinking water advisories in 95 First Nation communities have been going on for 5 to 20 years. I hope that you can stick to your promise. Thank you. Anya.
Dear Prime Minister Trudeau, water is important because it is a basic need. You need it to survive. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said that he would have clean water for all the First Nations communities. He's already been on the job for a year and hasn't made much progress. Justin Trudeau, you need to hurry up and give clean water to everybody because it's not fair. Go.
Dear Justin Trudeau, I would like to remind you that water is very important and you promised to make sure that everyone in Canada would have clean drinking water. There are 144 drinking water advisories in 95 First Nation communities that has lasted 5 to 20 years. So hurry up. Thank you.
Go.
Dear Justin Trudeau, I think water is important because 60% of our bodies are water and we should have easy access to water. Some people didn't have drinking water for 5 to 20 years. So speed up and make it easier for First Nations in Canada to get water. Use money to fix the water. It is not fair to not have good drinking water.
Water is important to me because most of our body is water and without it we would die. There are 144 drinking water advisories affecting 95 First Nation communities in Canada for 5 to 20 years. Can you speed it up and make it a lot easier for First Nations to get money to fix their water? Do it soon, do it now, Trudeau.
Hi, Justin Trudeau. I'm here to say some words about the drinking water advisories. Water is important. It's very easy to see. It's a basic human need, and we're all Canadians. And I have clean drinking water at my house. And so why don't the First Nations people in their communities have clean drinking water? There are 144 drinking water advisories in 95 First Nation communities. And I know for a fact that you made a promise that all Canadians would have clean drinking water. So speed the heck up. And if you don't listen, then I'll keep sending these letters until Parliament Hill overflows with sincerely Ella Jobin.
Mr. Trudeau, I think water is important because we are 60% water and we should all have easy access to clean water. There are still 144 drinking water advisories for over 95 First Nations. Some of them have lasted for over 5 to 20 years. Please speed up and make it easier for all First Nations to get money to fix water systems in First Nation communities. Please get to work. Speed up and get to work, Trudeau. Don't back down. By Leah Kilty.
Dear Prime Minister Trudeau, I am writing to you to remind you of the promise that you made when you were running for Prime Minister. If you don't remember, here's a quick recap. Before you were elected, you advertised yourself to be someone who would make sure that all of the DWAs would end and everyone in Canada would have clean drinking water. Water is important to me because most of the world relies on this important resource in their everyday lives. Please put this on your #1 priority list. Sincerely, Jazz.
Justin Trudeau. I am writing to remind you that you promised that you'd fix the water for the First Nations communities. Water is very important because we need it to survive.
Water is something that everyone deserves to have. So you better hurry up because there are 144 drinking water advisories in 95 First Nation communities. So if you want people to like you, hurry up and then everyone will be so happy. Thank you for reading this letter.
Please make this a priority.